Hello, strangers. This is a shot of my video screen from from my phone here, uh, and as you can see, video is private. Sorry about this. Well, why would I be showing this to you? Well, it has to do with this video right here. This is Becky Boop talking about the damn Daniel thing that happened with I Hate Everything. And I Hate Everything did a video Friday or Saturday, about how he'd done this video with the whole damn Daniel thing, and a whole bunch of other people had been apparently affected by it. And this person came on and took everything, and it's just a huge mess. If you want to find out more about it, Becky goes into a lot of detail about it. Look this up right here. But I wanted to actually reference the video that I Hate Everything did, which is called It Isn't Funny Anymore. I clicked on this link, and, well, that's what I found. So, this is becoming a bit of a thing, and I'm sorry it continues to be an issue, and I hope I'm getting this so that you guys can see me, because this is getting to be an issue that is really worrying me a lot. And the thing I want to talk about here is that there's video after video after video and tweet after tweet after tweet about the whole fair use thing. And it's a hugely important thing. But the one thing I'm getting, at least as far as YouTube's involvement in all of this is concerned, the fair use problem, as big of a problem as it is a symptom of the disease. The disease is the ability for anybody, anywhere, to come in and make a claim on somebody else's video, regardless of whether they have a legitimate claim against it or not. And even if you're dealing with the whole question of, is this fair use, is it not? Obviously, there's been a lot of abuse of the whole fair use thing. Somebody puts a little snippet of a movie clip in their movie review, and the movie studio takes it down. Somebody happens to put music behind their game thing, and either the game company shuts them down, or whoever owns the music shuts it down. So there's a whole lot of that going on. But what worries me, and especially considering that I've got 17 subscribers now. Thank you very much to my latest subscribers here. Thank you very much. But I'm small. I'm really tiny. I intend on getting bigger relatively soon. I've got pretty great plans of things to do. I'm kind of sitting on a pile of ideas. And this scares me. Stuff like this scares me. I don't know if I, want to do that, because what I'm really worried about is, like I said, anybody can come in at any time for any reason and tag something and claim it as theirs. Well, that's great, and at the very least you're losing money off of it, because you are either they're taking whatever monetization you're getting from it, and they're taking it, or they're shutting down the channel such that those who might have wanted to watch it can't watch it, and therefore, when you upload a video, your viewership spikes on it. any video. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be PewDiePie and Markiplier. Any new video those guys put out, to say nothing of any video that I might put out with my 17 subscribers, there's a spike. You put it out, people watch it, and then it drops off. Well, if you don't hit the ad revenue within that spike, you're lost. And considering the way that the system is set up, you've lost at least a day, you've lost maybe a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months. To say nothing, even if you get your video back, even if you get the monetization back, even if everything that gets claimed against it gets rejected, and you're back to, you're back to where you should be, you've lost all of that time. And for somebody who's creating original content, like I intend to do, totally original, it scares me that I might be able to put something, a story thing, a bit of music that is my own music. If I ever get to that ability to do so, I'm kind of looking around saying, okay, how can I maybe record some of the stuff that I wrote years ago, just to kind of, put it out there to the audience, to whoever might be viewing. I've got books that I want to kind of put into a format so that people can read along, watch along, something like that. And I really hesitate to do that because I'm worried that somebody's going to false claim my stuff as their own. YouTube has absolutely no recourse to stop that from happening. It's if I put my copyrighted material, my books, my stories, my whatever onto YouTube, it's mine. Totally 100% mine. Somebody can come in there and claim it. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. This is something that a few other videos have talked about. I think in fact Becky and one or two others talked about anybody anywhere can go in and make a claim on somebody's video. You could do the person watching this could go to PewDiePie and claim one of his videos and take whatever money he might be making off of that. I'm serious. This is and if this scares PewDiePie, if this scares Markiplier, if this scares, I saw a video also over the weekend of Captain Sparkles. Jordan talking about how a few weeks ago somebody got into his bank account. Somebody in Russia, I guess he figured out, got into his bank account and basically drained his savings account. Now, here's the difference. Somebody got into his money and took all of his money. He was able to go to the bank and say, "No, that wasn't me spending this entire, these large chunks of money here. That was somebody else." The bank said, "Okay, we'll close this down and give you your money back, and and set things right. And then we're gonna go find out who did this because that's breaking the law. That's illegal to do." Okay. But how is somebody going into your bank account and draining your savings any different than somebody going into your YouTube video, and especially if it's one that is 100% yours? This isn't some movie review where you put a clip of. You're not referencing something. You're not using anybody else's music. You're not playing somebody else's game. It's 100% your own. What's to stop somebody to come in and claim it? Nothing. There's nothing in YouTube to stop that. That's the problem. It's not fair use. It's the problem of there's nothing stopping somebody to come in and claiming your stuff. And the process by which that happens takes so long. Like I said, you could go into PewDiePie's channel, you can go into Captain Sparkle's channel, you can go into any big name, naming YouTuber. I don't care who they are. Name somebody. I'm pulling the top 3, gaming channels I can think of off of my head, but there's some that are even bigger than them. And a whole lot that are smaller, and a whole bunch that do things other than gaming. But you could go into their things and claim their video, take all of their money that they're generating off of it, which the bigger they are, the more views they get, the more ad revenue they're generating. You could take all of that, and they would then have that. The only problem then you'd have to worry about is that you could get a lawsuit from these people those people can afford it. But my point is that, and I don't encourage that to happen. I would feel bad if anybody were to do that. But the thing is that it's very highly possible that somebody could do that and take away ad revenue that these guys have worked on and that they've deserved. And because they're able to abuse YouTube's system, they've lost the spike. The day, the 2 days, the week, the 2 months of revenue that they could have gotten, and that could happen to anybody, from the biggest of the big, from PewDiePie, who's the biggest, all the way down to somebody who only has 17 subscribers, and of course those that have even less. So this affects everybody. And like I said, it's not just fair use. Fair use is a symptom. It's a huge symptom. It's a huge problem. But it's not just fair use. It's the fact that anybody can go into YouTube's system and abuse it, and can make copyright claims against anybody for any reason, for anything, even if what they are claiming against is 100% the person who made it. Okay? That scares me. That should scare everybody. And that should scare YouTube, because I'm thinking, I'm not too sure if I want to do what I want to do, at least until this is resolved. I'm thinking of maybe going to other channels. And yeah, I won't get as many views. But maybe those other channels will do a better job of protecting the people that actually make stuff than YouTube is doing. YouTube has patently shown that they don't care. Oh, they're paying attention now, but how long is it going to take them? How long do we have to mess with this messed up system? How long do we have to deal with this messed up system before it gets changed such that it's no longer messed up? And where's the guarantees that what they fix is actually what needs to be fixed? People are talking about, well, somebody makes a claim against your video, the whatever money can be made off it should go into an escrow account until whoever wins the claim, and then that comes right back to them. Well, that's great. Will YouTube actually do it? They gave some very vague thing about how they're fixing this, how they're looking at how to fix their mistakes. Well, a lot of this stuff is not mistakes. A lot of this is deliberate. These are deliberate takedowns by people that are trying to make money off of somebody else's stuff. This isn't just, oh, you used my thing, I'm going to claim against you. It's not a matter of, like I said, it's not just a fair use issue. It's a matter of somebody saying, well, I'm just going to take your money. Because I can. Because YouTube's system is such that I can go in and I can take your money. Instead of it coming Instead of it coming to you, it's now going to come to me. It'd be the same as if somebody were to manage to get into your work office and divert your paycheck into their account. Could you imagine? Especially, and that's, it would be, I mean, the best analogy I can think of is especially if you get like a direct deposit into your bank, somebody managed to go into the bank codes, and instead of putting it into your account, the direct deposit goes into their account. Whoops! And all the bank says is, whoops, our mistake. Okay? That's not a mistake. That's deliberate theft. Okay? These people are stealing. And the more they abuse, it's, like I said, it's not just the fair use, but it's just anything. If they go in there for any reason that is not legitimate. Fair use is the biggest, issue. But like I said, they could just go into anybody, anytime, anywhere, and divert your funds into their account. That's theft. That should be illegal. There should be is there a police department? Can we go to the FBI? Can we go to the Federal Trade Commission? Can we go to somebody? Federal Communications? Somebody that we can say, hey, this guy just stole, and it's, fine. It's 10 cents. It's half a cent here. It's half a cent there. It's 2 cents here. It's 10 cents there. It's 20 cents there. Depending on how many people you have viewing your video at the right time, again, hitting that spike, it's a few cents here and it's a few cents there, or it could be, it could be literally up to thousands of dollars worth of views, of money from views, from ad revenue that's been diverted from your account to somebody else's. All because they make a claim. They get into YouTube's system and can make a claim. They have your money. You're not getting it back. And unlike what Jordan was able to do with his bank, there's nobody we can go to at YouTube to say, hey, they stole money from me. I want it back. You're not getting it back. That's the problem I have. That's what scares me. Is YouTube going to fix that? So, I sit here and wait. Not only am I, apart from, I'm not quite set up yet to do this. When I get set up, then I have to kind of wonder to myself, is this something that I want to do? Is this fixed enough so that I feel safe putting my own stuff, my copyrighted stuff, mine, okay? This is my stuff I created, 100% mine. I'm worried somebody is going to come in and say, no, it's theirs. And because of the way YouTube is set up, because of how their claim system is, and because how long their appeals process is, and because there's no way for me to get whatever ad revenue that might be generated back, okay? What am I to do? So, that's my rant for the day, and hopefully this is the last I say of this. I don't, and this is the reason why I didn't do anything last week, because I was just watching this whole thing go down. I was trying to figure out how to continue talking about this without really wanting to continue. I shouldn't be continuing to talk about this. But this is still going on. It's getting worse, and it's just. And then, like I said, I saw Captain Sparkle's thing about the bank, and I said, well, that's a great analogy. YouTube should be like that bank. Hey, they stole money from me. Okay. No problem. We'll replace it. until YouTube adopts that kind of a system, I'm afraid. And I'm not too sure if I'm going to do anything. So, anyway, if you want to see more stuff, then, you know, there's the hashtag. Where's the fair use? Make YouTube great again. But I think we should probably just have a whole different YouTube thing and just fix it. Hashtag fix it. So, yeah. Anyway. That's it for me. And, you know, maybe I'll get tagged by whoever owns Becky because I put her image on the thing. Oh, well, huh? So, bye-bye. Stay strange.